Welcome to DF Education Portal. So in this part we will discuss about suspension. Okay, so suspension comes under heterogeneous mixture, right? So what are the properties of the suspension? When we discussed about Tyndall effect, we said that the suspension particles have size greater than 100 nanometer, right? Okay, what about the case of particle size of solution? It is less than 1 nanometer. And in between 1 and 100 nanometer, we can say that the particle size having in between 1 and 100 nanometer, we can call it as colloid or colloidal solution, right? So in suspension, it is an example for heterogeneous mixture, right? It is heterogeneous, that is not homogeneous, and the particle size is greater than 100 nanometer. Okay, greater than 100 nanometer. And in this suspension, the solute particles are spread throughout the bulk medium. Okay, actually the solute particles are not dissolved in the bulk medium, and the solute particles are not dissolved in the solution. Solute particles are not dissolved in the solution, and it is spread throughout the bulk medium, spread throughout the bulk medium. Okay, so this is the case of suspension. Okay, it is actually heterogeneous and it is not homogeneous, and the solute particles are not dissolved in the bulk medium like this. Okay, when we are drawing this suspension, we can draw it like this. The particle size is actually greater than 100 nanometer. So we can actually see the solute particles within the suspension by naked eye. Okay, so we can see the particles can be seen by naked eye. Okay, so what will happen? Actually, when we are passing a beam of light through the suspension, these particles which the solute particles, these are solute particles, okay, and these are spread throughout this bulk medium. Okay, so when we are passing a beam of light through the suspension, what will happen? It will scatter this beam of light. The particles which is suspended within the bulk medium will scatter the beam of light which is passing through the suspension. Okay, so we can clearly see the beam of light which is passing through the suspension. Okay, so we can say that if you are noted these points, I am rubbing this, we want to add more points. Okay, so what is the next point? It will scatter beam of light. It will scatter a beam of light. So the path is visible. Clearly visible. When we are passing a beam of light through the suspension, we can clearly see the particles and the beam of light. Okay, so when we are passing a beam of light, what will happen? We can clearly see the path of this light. Okay, so that's all about the suspension. Okay, so when we are keeping this suspension for some time, what will happen? These solute particles will deposit. Okay, so we can say that after deposition, that means if we are keeping this suspension undisturbed for some time, what will happen? These solute particles will be deposited under this container. Okay, so then when we pass this beam of light, what will happen? This beam of light won't scatter the beam. That means the solute particles, actually I will draw it again. Okay, after some time, what will happen? The solute particles will be deposited like this. Okay, so then when we are passing a beam of light, there is no solute particles to scatter this beam of light, right? So then what will happen after deposition of this solute particles? This, when we are passing this beam of light, that beam of light will not scattered by any solute particles. Okay, so we can say that this suspension is actually unstable. Suspension is actually unstable because when we are keeping the suspension for some time as undisturbed, what will happen? This solute particles, which is already distributed uniformly throughout the suspension, will be deposited due to this undisturbance. Okay, so what will happen? We can say that the suspension is not stable. So we can add one more point. It is unstable. Suspension is actually unstable. Okay, and we can separate the solute particles from the suspension by using filtration. By filtration, we can separate the solute particles from this suspension. Okay, so we can say that this suspension is actually unstable and we can separate it by using filtration method. Okay, so that's all about the suspension. Okay, so then if you are not at these points, I am rubbing this. We want to get into the other topic. That is colloid or colloidal solution. Colloid or colloidal solution. Colloidal solution. So what is the particle size of this colloid? Particle size is in between 1 and 100 nanometer. Particle size is in between 1 and 100 nanometer. Okay, so its physical state is actually in between solution and suspension. In between solution and suspension. The particle size is in between solution and suspension. And here we can say that actually an example for colloid or colloidal solution is milk. Okay, example is milk. In case of suspension, we can take the example as mud solution or soil solution. Okay, so what will be the solute particles? It is actually soil. We can take it as solute particle, and when we are shaking the suspension, what is the situation? It is actually disturbed uniformly throughout that bulk medium. Okay, in case of the colloid, we are taking the example as milk. Okay, so can we actually see the particles separately when we are observing this milk? We can't separately see the milk particles and water clearly, right? So we can't separate, we can't distinguish the particles, by naked eye. Okay, so what is the case of when we are passing a beam of light? Because the size of particle is in between 1 and 100 nanometer, right? So when we are observing this milk or colloidal solution, it can be observed as a homogeneous mixture, but it is actually a heterogeneous mixture, because when we are passing a beam of light, the particles within this colloid or colloidal solution can scatter a beam of light. Okay, and it is actually different from the case of solution. Okay, so when we are taking the case of colloidal solution, the particle size is not much as suspension and not less as solution. It is actually in between. Okay, so let's take the particle size like this. Okay, so we can't separate these particles by using naked eye. But when we are passing a beam of light, actually this beam of light can be scattered by the presence of the solute particles, which is actually the size of 1 and 100 nanometer. Okay, so this particles can scatter a beam of light. So when we are observing it by naked eye, we can say that it is actually a homogeneous mixture. But what is the exact characteristics? It is actually a homogeneous mixture. It is actually a heterogeneous mixture, because the particle size is like this, and we can actually separate the solute particles from this bulk material by using centrifugation method. We can't separate this colloidal particles by using filtration. Filtration can only be applied to suspension. Okay, so this colloidal particle, in case of colloid or colloidal solution, the solute particles which is distributed throughout the solution can be separated by centrifugation method. It is another type of method to deposit the solute particles in this bulk solution. Okay, in this bulk medium. Okay, so we can separate the solute particles by centrifugation method, okay, and we can say that the other thing is, in case of suspension, when we are keeping the suspension for some time as undisturbed, what we can observe, the solute particles will be deposited under the container, right? So similarly, when we are taking this into this colloidal solution, what will happen? When we are keeping this milk as undisturbed for some time, can we see the milk particles are deposited under the milk? No, right? So we can say that this colloidal solution is stable. We can't deposit the solute particles within this colloidal solution when we are keeping it for undisturbed. Okay, so we can say that colloidal solution is stable, and we can't, if we are keeping colloidal solution as undisturbed, we can't settle down solute particles. Okay, so that is due to the stability of this colloidal solution. Okay, so that's all about the colloidal solution. So when